I am about to spend a full day with a 7-time world champion lumberjack.
A very cautious match going on right now, folks. Let's hear it for Darren Hudson, the 2011 lumberjack world champion.
There aren't many things that can bring people from all around the world together like sports do. Whether you're cheering on a team from their stadium, in a bar, on social media, or at home, the bond that you share with fellow fans transcends all cultural differences. In Canada, we celebrate sports like hockey, lacrosse, and curling and claim that they are deeply rooted in our history. And while they definitely are, there is a whole other side of Canadian sports that don't often get talked enough about, and they are called lumberjack sports. This is where Darren comes in. Darren is a 7-time world champion in a lumberjack sport called log rolling, which is a sport that involves 2 opponents jumping on top of a log, and their goal is to outlast the other person while simultaneously trying to keep their balance. Now, when he isn't winning championships, Darren can be found in a small town in southern Nova Scotia running his own business. And that is where today's adventure is going to begin. The day starts off with Darren doing what he does best, getting on a log and showing us how to roll on it. But instead of using a practice pool like most athletes, he wanted to start us off in the river because it's the environment where the sport was built.
Basically, how the sport started was from the workaday skills that the gentlemen used in the bush, right. Chopping down the trees, running the rapids, and all that good stuff. They would employ that into these competitions. So you're chopping, you're sawing, you're climbing, and log rolling to see who's the best at, getting through that wood.
So lumberjack sports, just like hockey or curling, are rooted in Canadian history beyond the sports world. Now, learning the history of it is great, but getting your hands dirty and trying them out is even better.
So this is the crosscut saw. This is 6-foot blade, and it actually has 2 handles on it. So as you can see, this is a 2-person saw, and that means a little bit of teamwork.
First up is a 2-man sawing competition. It's Mike and I against Darren and Darren's mom. What Mike and I didn't realize is that Darren isn't the only athlete in his family. His mom also competed in lumberjack sports.
Back to the end. Yeah.
Oh!
Nice cut, mama.
29 seconds, that's the time to beat.
Pull it back together. Pull. Nice work, guys. Use that whole call.
Despite having a lot of confidence, I wasn't really able to grasp the sawing motion, and so the combination of their experience versus the lack of experience in both Mike and I proved too much in the end.
How's our time? 34 seconds. No!
I quickly realized that I was not going to be able to beat the pros, so instead, maybe I'd try to beat Mike. Darren's designed a best of 3 lumberjack competition for us, where Mike and I are going to duel it out in bow sawing, axe throwing, and log rolling. And first up is the bow saw.
In all lumberjack sports, you really want to have good body positioning and stay in that balance zone. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into the power zone. So your legs are more than your shoulder width apart. You're going to have your top hand on top. Your dominant hand is going to be doing the work, just like a piston. You're just pushing with your whole body, and with your whole body, I mean your toes right to your hair follicles.
What's a good time here?
For you guys, your athletic capabilities, I'm expecting a good showing of under 10 seconds.
Okay, so the stage has been set. 10 seconds to beat to keep our pride, but a 1v1 duel to see who will take the lead in this series.
Ready, set, go! Oh, wow! 5 seconds, bro! Oh, right! Stop 10 seconds. Happy about that? Woo! What's the number? What's the number? He is at 9.08.
It's never good when the guy who goes first does well.
Okay, Mike got me pretty badly with the bow sawing, but let's shake it off and see what axe throwing has in store.
So we're going to be throwing from this line here. It's at 20 feet. The axe is going to make one rotation through the air and should look something like that.
Hey.
But just to be safe, before we compete, we've definitely got to practice and get a feel for the axes. And then Mike took a go at it.
One above, one below. It's gonna be right on this time.
Woo! Oh, he goes. Oh!
I'm lucky I'm not any stronger, because otherwise I'd be swimming for this.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to hold on to you there for a second.
I feel pretty good about this one. I think I can even up the series, but just like every other sport, you know anything can happen.
Well, here it is. You're warmed up. Now it's time to go. See what you can do here, buddy.
Oh no!
They got all the noise. It's just you, the axe, and the target. No one else.
All right, let's see if I can do better.
That is 4 points right there. He's cutting that 4-point line, so that throw is good. So, gentlemen, the score is now 4-4 with 2 throws to go. This is a close one. Ooh, 2 points, but it is good.
No! Can we subtract points for that?
But with all the nerves before throwing the last axe, Darren tried to settle us down.
Really, when you're axe throwing, you're throwing away all your cares. It's a good way to release all that inner tension or whatever, and as soon as you step out here, you're immediately feeling better.
All right, let's do this.
Whoa! 3 points! Woo! You've left the window open for me to win by 1 point if I get a bullseye.
I feel everything's been coming down to this moment right here. It's all about this one throw, you and the bullseye.
Oh! What a way to go!
Woo!
Congratulations, Will.
Good job,
You deserve
man.
it.
Good job.
Okay.
What was that?
Lumberjack sports are all about natural movements and using your environment as a training facility. And so before heading into our final stage of competition, Darren is showing us how he builds an axe throwing target from scratch. He starts off by finding a thick log of wood and then sawing it up into a nice large piece. And after that, he smoothens up the surface so that he can spray paint his red target with a stencil right in the middle of the log. He then finds 2 big tree branches for support and drills them into the base. And then
Voila, you have yourself an axe throwing target. Oh.
And now, back to the competition.
I won in the sawing competition, you won in the axe throwing competition.
Yep.
It all comes down to this. Best of 3, log running is the next competition.
Log rolling is Darren's sport. He's been champion of the world 7 times in it, and so before getting on the log, he's gonna give us some basics.
And what it's all about is balance. You're gonna wanna find that center balance point over top of that log. Stay right on top. If you get too far on the bottom side, everything's gonna spin. It's gonna go faster, faster. So you wanna find the center line of that log. Try to keep in that balanced position.
So you and your opponent are on the same log usually?
Yeah, they're gonna be right there. I'm not allowed to touch the opponent. Other than that, you can splash water, maybe pop the log up and down.
Oh.
Right? Try to dislodge them off any way you can.
Now, Darren makes it look easy, but it really isn't.
Yeah, small steps. Quick feet, quick feet. Yes. Nice.
There you go.
Yes.
Too far!
I don't know if it looks easy. I don't think it looks easy. Whatever it looks like, it's way harder.
In log rolling, see, the log moves in such a manner that it goes one way. You have to compensate with your body and bring it the other way. Very different than other sports such as skateboarding, snowboarding. When you feel you lose your balance, you go with it.
Yeah.
This year, you got to do the exact opposite.
Kind of sounds like this is a metaphor for life, being balanced, and when things are pulling you forward, sometimes you got to pull back.
Exactly.
Sounds like it's a mindset.
It is definitely a mindset. You have to be in the zone, even things are happening like crazy all around you.
Right.
Focus on your goal,
Yeah.
and that's staying on top.
As much as I would have loved to practice more and needed to, the show must go on. So this is the final round for all of the marbles.
Time in. Well guys, you both were pretty amazing here today. Great lumberjacks indeed. But you know, as competitions go, there's a winner, there's gonna be somebody that's not a winner. Mike happened to be the winner here for today.
So as a reward for winning, Darren carves Mike a nice wooden chair, and as a
Consolation prize here for a compact disc. You can take this home, put it in your CD tray, and has the B-roll from all the work you did.
As I reflect back on my day spent with Darren, I realize much more than just how difficult it is to compete in lumberjack sports, let alone to be the best in the world at a sport like log rolling.
I feel that anytime you grind away at a discipline, whether it be sports, business, school, you're gonna take those skills and carry them forward into life. If you only put a half effort into those things, that's what you're gonna get out of it. The more you put into life, the more you're gonna get out of it.
Life is not about the accolades, it's about being able to create a positive influence in this world. And lucky enough for Darren, he's got both. Next week on Sprought, I'm heading to Canada's Ocean Playground to bring you along a water-filled, truly Nova Scotian experience. But like I said, that's for next week.
So if you want to see more adventure travel and wellness videos like you just saw, smash that subscribe button. I'm Will, channel is Sprought. As always, it's the mindset.